Yo, it's your boy Bo Nappy, and welcome to Be Advised. This is going to be an advice show where I talk about everything relationships, work, life, maybe gaming at some point, but it'll all be in the form of advice. And it looks like I will primarily be using forums as my content. So we'll just go through the forums and see what people are struggling with. And I'll use my 15 years of relationship experience along with various amounts of life experience to give you guys some good perspective. So, uh, you know, like, subscribe, share all that good shit, and let's get to it. So, 22-year-old female, 26-year-old male. Why do some men just not care so much? Okay. So I've been in a wonderful relationship for close to a year. We both really like each other and are deeply in love. Okay. We've been living together for close to 5 to 6 months. Problem is that I feel like I put more effort in the relationship than he does, as in emotionally. Okay. We both work. He helps me around with housework and such, and we are mostly together and go on dates. But there are some small things that really sadden me sometimes. For example, when he got really sick, I made sure he was okay. I made him food. I made him some food, gave him hugs, kisses, not caring if I get sick, blah, blah, blah. Okay. But when I got sick and from the same illness a few months after, he didn't cook for me, didn't hug me that much. But the worst part is he said I had the same illness too, just put up with it. Okay. Honestly, after hearing that, I was about to burst into tears. I know he didn't mean it like that, and I tried to be helpful, but it sounded so rude and inconsiderate. Another problem is that I always have a constant remind of him, remind him. I have to constantly remind him of things, etc., doing chores or scheduling a program appointments to doctors, etc. Okay. A lot of times he also disregards things I say or don't take me seriously, being sarcastic with me. We are very silly throughout the day, so I wonder if he just opts for silliness now. I know he loves me, but it's difficult for me to accept this behavior. Okay, so there's a decent amount to unpack with this. What I will say in general, when it comes to love and expression of love. Uh, d- Men typically, at least from my experience, are not going to be as emotionally charged as women are. We love a little bit differently. At least for me, I tend to do acts of service. I do like to do stuff for you. I'll look out for you. I try to protect you as best I can. Um, I'm very aware of things going on, and I'm always trying to make sure that, you're safe one way or the other. I don't say a lot of I love you. I don't do a lot of kisses and hugs. That's not me, but it seems like your display of love and affection is what I would say is a bit more typical of females or women and people that are more feminine, right? The loves, the kisses, and the hugging and the cooking and all that stuff, right? So you guys just display love differently. I think it probably would be good for you in general just to maybe get a book about love languages or look up some YouTube video about love languages just so you can kind of see how different people express love. But from what it sounds like, he seems like a chill dude. Maybe he's not the most emotionally sensitive, but not every guy is. If that's a deal breaker for you, then it is what it is. But it doesn't sound like this guy's a bad guy. It just sounds like you're expecting someone to love you like they love them, and that's not how it works out here. You're not going to find somebody who's the same as you. You just have to learn how they love and speak their language, and make it make sense for you. As far as the constantly reminding him of doing house chores or scheduling things. Everyone's going to have things that they forget to do or quirks. Again, like I said, I've been with my uh, wife, basically, significant other for 15, about to be 15 years in August. Um, she still has to remind me to take out the trash, and she's probably told me for years. There's certain things that just I don't remember to do or don't think about doing. You're gonna have that with anybody, so it's all about just being able to. Um, what are you willing to put up with? I would say. But from what you're saying here, it doesn't sound like he's done anything terrible. It just sounds like you have different love languages, and you might need to maybe have a talk about it. The last line saying, "I know he loves me, but it's still difficult for me to accept this behavior." Um, it, it sounds a bit condescending, but I would say as what you guys are going to get used to me saying, talk about it with him. Have a sit down talk and let them know how you feel. But like I said, I will say that men typically are not as uh, bombastic with their love. We're not going to be overly kissy and huggy and all the extra stuff, right? That's typically not what we are. And if that's not who he's been when you were dating, it sounds like you guys spend a lot of quality time together too. That's another thing I would say. I mean, if you're got a guy who's he's constantly helping you with housework, go on dates, and do all this stuff with you. Um, it sounds like he's invested. You're just looking for what you do in him, and that's typically not how that shit works. So, doesn't sound like a big deal. Might be overreacting. On to the next. Let's see. Uh, this one looks like fun. Okay. I, female 32, got wasted. My boyfriend, male 34, is disappointed and disgusted with me. How can I solve this? It's been a crazy week for me. The whole month was stressful at work. This month, and I went to party and celebrate with a former coworker to celebrate a former coworker's last day in our job together. I was confident to keep taking shots as I had a full dinner prior and was thinking that um, I w- and I was thinking they are already tipsy while I'm still sober. Okay, so you thought you can handle it. And then it hit me. I was blacked out. All I remember is that I was vomiting in the car, my face held to the window to keep my vomit out. My boyfriend was working at home for his night shift. Got me out of my friend's car, but was shocked. I can't walk, can't even sit in the chair. I was still vomiting. He was so stressed to leave me in our bed. I might choke on my vomit. As drunk as I've been, I am ashamed. I know it's a mistake. I can't live without him right now. It's been 2 days of no talking. He looks at me angry. I know it's all on me. How can I get over this? Um, and not to, I did kind of glance out at the first comment, but if this was a one time thing, I feel like your partner would have some grace for you. It's like, oh, you just got too wild. Did somebody slip your drink? What happened? For your partner to be angry with you and not talk to you for multiple days, it does kind of sound like this is a repeated issue. Like I'm trying to think now, like let's look at because from what I'm reading again, all the context I can get is what you said. Like if my partner came home pissed drunk from work, a work party, and just was gone, right, throwing up everywhere, the she is and mind you, she does not drink like that. So if she did that, I would be like, "Yo, what happened?" I don't think I wouldn't be angry or embarrassed. I would be like kind of worried, like, "Whoa, what happened to you? What did you drink? Did you get drugged? Like you don't normally do this." So the fact that he's mad at you, hasn't been talking, did no talking for 2 days, silent treatment, and is like glaring at you. It sounds like you do this. It sounds like you might have an alcohol issue and you need to go get help for that. Your boyfriend can't help you with that. That's something that you have to commit to personally, that you're going to stop either drinking at all or at least knowing your limits. But it sounds like you don't know your limits. So you might need to go get some help. And that's all I'll really say about that one. We'll try to fit. You know what? No, we'll keep it at 10 minutes. So that's it. We're gonna just do these two. Let me know what you think. I'm gonna try to keep these around 10 minutes, and we'll try to jump around categories. For now, we'll stick with relationship advice, and then we'll move around. But appreciate you tuning into the first episode at Be Advised. Go ahead and like and subscribe, comment, and I'm out. Peace.